How wonderful it is that nobody need wait a single moment before starting to improve the world. Think of all the beauty still left around you and be happy. I can shake off everything as I write. My sorrows disappear. My courage is reborn. I've found that there is always some beauty left in nature, sunshine, freedom, in yourself. These can all help you. No one has ever become poor by giving. I don't think of all the misery, but of the beauty that still remains. Parents can only give good advice or put them on the right paths, but the final forming of a person's character lies in their own hands. Because paper has more patience than people. Look at how a single candle can both defy and define the darkness. People can tell you to keep your mouth shut, but that doesn't stop you from having your own opinion. Whoever is happy will make others happy. In the long run, the sharpest weapon of all is a kind and gentle spirit. Where there's hope, there's life. It fills us with fresh courage and makes us strong again. In spite of everything, I still believe that people are really good at heart. I think a lot, but I don't say much. A quiet conscience makes one strong. We all live with the objective of being happy. Our lives are all different and yet the same. You can be lonely even when you are loved by many people, since you are still not anybody's one and only. But feelings can't be ignored, no matter how unjust or ungrateful they seem. As long as this exists, this sunshine and this cloudless sky, and as long as I can enjoy it, how can I be sad? I wish to go on living even after my death. Earning happiness means doing good and working, not speculating and being lazy. Laziness may look inviting, but only work gives you true satisfaction. Anyhow, I've learned one thing now. You only really get to know people when you've had a jolly good row with them. Then and then only can you judge their true characters. The weak die out, and the strong will survive and will live on forever. I know what I want. I have a goal, an opinion. I have a religion and love. Let me be myself, and then I am satisfied. I know that I'm a woman with inward strength and plenty of courage. Everyone thinks I'm showing off when I talk, ridiculous when I'm silent, insolent when I answer, cunning when I have a good idea, lazy when I'm tired, selfish when I eat one bite more than I should. Deep down, the young are lonelier than the old. The weak fall, but the strong will remain and never go under. Everyone has inside of him a piece of good news. The good news is that you don't know how great you can be, how much you can love, what you can accomplish, and what your potential is. I love you with a love so great that it simply couldn't keep growing inside my heart, but had to leap out and reveal itself in all its magnitude. If we bear all this suffering And if there are still Jews left, when it is over, then Jews, instead of being doomed, will be held up as an example. I've reached the point where I hardly care whether I live or die. The world will keep on turning without me. I can't do anything to change events anyway. I don't have much in the way of money or worldly possessions. I'm not beautiful, intelligent, or clever, but I'm happy, and I intend to stay that way. I was born happy. I love people. I have a trusting nature, and I'd like everyone else to be happy too. Sometimes I believe that God wants to try me both now and later on. I must become good through my own efforts, without examples and without good advice. Laziness may appear attractive, but work gives satisfaction. Sympathy, love, fortune, we all have these qualities, but still tend to not use them. I want to write, but more than that, I want to bring out all kinds of things that lie buried deep in my heart. People who have a religion should be glad, for not everyone has the gift of believing in heavenly things. Crying can bring relief as long as you don't cry alone. The final forming of a person's character lies in their own hands. In spite of everything, I still believe that people are really good at heart. I simply can't build up my hopes on a foundation consisting of confusion, misery, and death. Boys will be boys, and even that wouldn't matter if only we could prevent girls from being girls. A person who's happy will make others happy. A person who has courage and faith will never die in misery. This week, I've been reading a lot and doing little work. That's the way things ought to be. That's surely the road to success. There's something happening every day, but I'm too tired and lazy to write it all down. Sometimes I'm so deeply buried under self-reproaches that I long for a word of comfort to help me dig myself out again. The reason for my starting a diary is that I have no real friend. I think it's odd that grown-ups quarrel so easily and so often, and about such petty matters. Up to now, I always thought bickering was just something children did, and that they outgrew it. I've learned one thing: you can only really get to know a person after a row. Only then can you judge their true character. I do my best to please everybody, far more than they'd ever guess. I try to laugh it all off because I don't want to let them see my trouble. I'm currently in the middle of a depression. I couldn't really tell you what set it off, but I think it stems from my cowardice, which confronts me at every turn. If I read a book that impresses me, I have to take myself firmly in hand before I mix with other people. Otherwise, they would think my mind rather queer. What is done cannot be undone, but one can prevent it happening again. The young are not afraid of telling the truth. I'm sentimental. I know. I'm desperate and silly. I know that too. Oh, help me. In the future, I'm going to devote less time to sentimentality and more time to reality. Leave me in peace. Let me sleep one night at least without my pillow being wet with tears, my eyes burning, and my head throbbing. You must work and do good, not be lazy and gamble if you wish to earn happiness. Laziness may appear attractive, but work gives satisfaction.